See, Mikel Arteta, the favoritism of Mikel Arteta will be what would ruin him. And it is what has been stopping him. It is what has been holding Mikel Arteta back. The fact that he is a guy that has favorite players that he wants to start. He has favorite players that he wants to always start. I mean, look at this Arsenal versus Manchester City game. There was no reason why Eberechi Eze did not start in that midfield. No reason why. I mean, this is the biggest home game of the season so far for Arsenal. You spent around, I think, 60 million or 50 million, around 50 or 60 million on Eberechi Eze. You spent a lot to bring Eberechi Eze. And like it or not, rival fan or not, you have to admit that Eberechi Eze is one of the best attacking midfielders in the Premier League. One of the best half-space operator in the Premier League. He's one of the best. You cannot you cannot list, I don't think you can conveniently list 5 attacking midfielders, 5 left half-space operators without putting in Eberechi Eze. So you have that type of player in your team. Still, you did not start him in the midfield. In a home game. This was at the Emirates Stadium. I mean, if it was at the Etihad Stadium, I would understand perfectly why he's starting 3 defensive midfielders in the midfield. I would understand. But you are at home against a depleted Manchester City side, against a Manchester City side that is there for the taking, against a Manchester City side that had only 2 wins and 2 losses in 4 games. They had back-to-back losses, lost against Tottenham, lost against Brighton. So these people were there for the taking. What did Mikel Arteta do? He started 3 defensive midfielders. And do you know why he started it? Because of favoritism. He knows for a fact that if Eberechi Eze starts in that midfield, Eberechi Eze is going to shine so bright. And he's going to prove to everyone that Odegaard is not good enough to be starting in the midfield. He's going to prove to everyone. It's something that I've been saying every time. I've been saying to a lot that Odegaard is holding Arsenal back. Right? Individual for individual. Right? Eze is better than Odegaard. No argument there. Eze is a better player than Odegaard. Now, Mikel Arteta knows that if he starts Eberechi Eze in that midfield, Eberechi Eze is going to drop a very, very masterclass performance. And that masterclass performance would mean that is the end of Odegaard at Arsenal. And Mikel Arteta, he favors Odegaard. He likes Odegaard. He loves Captain Odegaard. He likes to start Captain Odegaard. This is not the first time Mikel Arteta is doing it. Calm down. Last season, when Odegaard was injured, I think about 7 games or so, Nwaneri was on the pitch. On the bench, rather. Nwaneri was on the bench for those 7 games. Nwaneri did not start. Why? Because of favoritism. It's favoritism at this point. Because that is the only logical reason why he refuses to do it. This is the second time he's doing it. I mean, last season we saw it. Odegaard, I think that then when Odegaard, was it on his shoulder? He broke his shoulder or so. Or was it his feet? Or he broke his foot. But he was injured for about 7 games. Right? In that situation, you expected Mikel Arteta to start Nwaneri, to put Nwaneri in that midfield. Mikel Arteta did not put him in the midfield. Instead, he ensured that the position, the slot for Odegaard remained open, because he knew that if he had put Nwaneri last season, Nwaneri would have balled. He would have dropped a very, very masterclass performance, and that would mean that Odegaard's role in the team would be eliminated. Everybody will see that Odegaard is not good enough, like OOP has been saying for a long time. He did not do it. Now he has done it again. Eberechi Eze is there. Eberechi Eze is there. Why did you not start Eberechi Eze? Simply start a midfield of Mikel Merino, Declan Rice, and Eberechi Eze, and you would win Manchester City. Manchester City were there for the taking, but he did not start Eze. Why? Because you know that if he starts Eze and he puts Eze in that midfield, Eze will shine so bright, and it will mean that it is the end of Martin Odegaard. Again, favoritism. Mikel Arteta, this is your favoritism. It is stopping you. And Arsenal fans, you cannot win anything under Mikel Arteta unless he stops this favoritism, because this is 2 points dropped. 2 points dropped. How many points between you and Liverpool? Before you know, Liverpool will give you space. You will not be able to compete again. At this point, you will not be able to compete. It's just what it is.